Yay! Okay, awesome. Welcome to Self-Defense 101. I'm Steph Lee.
Yes, I'm Vriko, and welcome to today's live stream.
So this live stream is actually a collaboration between Lululemon and Cara Smart Mirror. It's like this sexy thing over here that has like all these really cool workouts. It's actually called a smart mirror, and I really like the combination of the two, right? It's got like functional stuff, like high intensity workouts to yoga and meditation. I think that's pretty cool.
Yes, I really like it. And then, and Lululemon, of course, is a brand that we both really enjoy. I'm their ambassador and I love their stuff. And today we're wearing Everlux, which is their fastest drying fabric. So if you're planning to go to a workout, you want to feel comfortable and, always, go for Lululemon. That's all.
I think so. So today's topic is actually really close to both of our hearts.
Definitely.
It's self-defense, and actually that's how Vriko and I
met each other. Yes, exactly. So today's class is going to be an introductory to self-defense. So nothing fancy. We're going to show you some simple but very effective moves that can help you protect yourself. So don't worry if you don't have any martial art experience. It's going to be very simple and effective, and Okay, so
I also wanted to say, given what's happening right now, this is also a very easy workout or class. All you really need is a mat and maybe a training partner if you have one. If not, it's all great. We've got something for you.
Exactly.
Great.
So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Great. So very quickly, the concept of self-defense is not something that we can articulate in 30 minutes. You can save that for the Q&A, and we would both be more than happy to talk.
Are there any questions?
Exactly. But for us, really, like self-defense is about empowerment. It's about your ability to get out of a potentially threatening or just simply uncomfortable situation in a graceful and safe manner.
Definitely.
And I want to emphasize the safe part.
Definitely. And today's class is going to break into a couple different parts. And before we get into the warm-up, we're actually going to be, talking about the awareness of self-defense.
Yes.
And then we'll go into some solo drills, and then we'll do some partner drills as well.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
she keeps me on board. Okay.
So as Steph just mentioned, like self-defense is never about putting on a show or trying to pick a fight. It's about setting a boundaries and really protect yourself.
Yeah, I think for me, going back to the theme of empowerment, breathing is really important. Learning how to stay calm is really important. And again, this does require a lot of time to practice. You're not going to get all of that in 30 minutes, but hopefully this is again, a small taste of it. I think for me, a lot of us, when we think about self-defense, there's the warrior mentality, and then there's the, oh my gosh, I need to protect myself at all costs, and all of that, right?
I felt that too.
Right. And then a lot of people forget about the common stress responses. Like when you're in a threatening situation, the first thing most people do is they either freeze, you're
Exactly. And it is completely normal. Yes. And we're not, hoping that one class would change, your immediate response. But what we're trying to do here is to really empower you with some very simple moves, so you will at least have that concept with you.
Exactly. So let's get started.
Awesome. Yeah. So all you need is, as we said, you just need your yoga mat. We're using Lululemon today because they're really awesome.
And it's comfy. It's just comfy. Then again, any mat would do. Just use what you have at home.
Exactly.
Vriko is going to demonstrate the warm-up today. And we're actually going to start in a neutral stance.
Okay.
So a neutral stance meaning, just feet just slightly, a little bit wider than hips width apart. Really balanced and easy. Shoulders nice and relaxed. And we're going to go into the breathing.
Exactly.
Again, really simple. Just paying attention to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, are you ready?
All right.
Got it. Awesome. As you inhale, stretch your arms to the side. Good. Reaching all the way up. Interlace your fingers, and then exhale, extend all the way down. Good. And when you're ready, good. Coming back up. Good. You can do this with your eyes closed or eyes open. Just taking the time to exactly stretch out any big joints. Inhale. And then exhale, going all the way down. Ooh, nice and easy. Inhale again. And then maybe rolling up or extending out, up to you. Good. We are going to do this 5 more times when you're ready. Inhale and exhaling down. Awesome. You want to try and keep both sides of the pelvis even. Your hips are nice and relaxed here. Back of the neck is relaxed. And as you exhale, pay attention to the legs as you roll up. Nice. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale to come up. Good. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Letting your day go. Good. Just paying attention to your body. Again, finding the space around you, gathering and dropping down. Good. And maybe now with a bit more energy, pushing the floor to come back up. Whew. And then last one.
It actually feels really good.
Good. All the way, reach. Going down. Okay, I'm gonna do it too. And then exhale, you come back up. Good. Awesome.
Okay.
Great. So, got that covered. Great. The next thing we're going to do is paying a bit more attention to your personal space, right? So it's not just like the space or like the space. It's also learning how to go down and up. Right?
Definitely.
Changing levels really quickly. So we're going to start in neutral stance again, meaning your feet 50-50. Yeah. We have the breath.
Balance.
We have the balance. We have the self-awareness part. So changing levels. You're going to bend your knees, drop down. One hand touches the floor. Good. And then the other hand goes up to touch the ceiling. And then going down. Good. And then going up. And then going down. And then going up. Good. Take a quick pause. I'm going to have Vriko turn to the side.
Okay.
Yes. Awesome. Good. So notice when she bends down, go for it. She's really trying to lower her body down, right? And go ahead and come back up. Good. Pause for a second. You're not trying to hinge and just go bloop.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is not changing levels. Yeah. No one ever said that. So really try to bring your whole body down. Good. And then exhale, up. Going down as low as you can, and then going up. Awesome. Good. And let's face it again. Good.
Yes.
Let's do this now as a warm-up for real. We're going to do it 8 times.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it 8 times.
Let's do it together.
Really fast. Okay,
All right.
We'll ramp it up. All right, ready?
Okay.
Go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Down and up. Down
and up.
Down and up. Are you warming up?
Down and up.
Down and up. Down and up. We'll try to go really fast. Down and up.
Down and up.
Awesome. Down
And up. Woo!
All right, I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, awesome. So neutral stance covered. Now we're going to do fight stance.
Exactly.
Again, not picking a fight, just learning how to move within your personal space.
Definitely.
So fight stance, your dominant foot, your strong foot will step in front. Good. So
To me, it's
Vriko's
my
using-
left.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Good. And you'll notice how she's already shifted her shoulders back a little bit. This is awesome.
So from here, and then you take a step back.
Great. Good. Can I have you face the side?
The side? Perfect.
Great. Awesome. So as you can see, the feet are pretty substantially wide apart. It doesn't have to be so wide where you lose your balance, but just nice and easy outside of the hips. Yeah? This allows you to move forward and backwards really easily. Good. And once you go that again, good. Forward and backwards. Good. Awesome. And notice where she has her hands. They're engaged. Yeah. Nice and easy. Good. You can think about having your hands in front of your face. Yeah. Or your elbows just slightly higher at about chest level. Both work. Now we're going to do it as a warm-up. 8 times. What do you think?
Yes, let's
Okay.
go for it. Make
All
sure
right.
you follow us though.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
All right. And we're going. And forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Again, pay attention to your breath. Try not to tense up your neck. Try not to tense up your shoulders. Vriko is smiling. You may not be able to see that. I can, so all good.
Yes.
There you go. Forward and back. I lost count. You're gonna do 5 more and 5 and 4
and 3
and 2
and 1.
Awesome. 3.
Awesome. So if you just joined our live, be sure to stay until the end of it to ask any question you want. This is a self-defense 101. Hello, Donna.
Hi,
Hello,
Keith.
Keith.
Thank you for joining us.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
this
shall
is
we?
Great. Yes.
Yep. Okay. So we're now warm up.
We are warmed up, and we're going to go into the partner stuff. And again, this is a 30-minute live stream. Self-defense for, I would say, the both of us is a lifelong practice. We can't cover everything in this, so do stay, do ask us for resources and questions. We'd be more than happy to help you out.
Definitely.
Good. So.
Okay. So, like as Steph just mentioned, we are gonna go into the partner stuff later on in this live, but then for now, we're gonna do some solo drill first. So,
all right, I forgot. We have solo drill with a partner. Yes. So if you don't have a partner, just imagine them. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
My bad. I totally forgot. Okay.
I'm sure that there are viewers at home that are, just doing this by themselves, and which is totally fine. And then, even if we go down to the partner drills, they can still practice it with us.
Exactly.
So it's super easy. So I don't know about you, Steph, but when I first got into BJJ, one of the first moves I learned is to brick fall. Brick and fall is super important because the main purpose of brick fall is to prevent any severe injuries. Like very often, in BJJ or in any combat sport, one thing that we notice is that the most serious injuries are not from kicking or punching or any submission holds. It's actually from the whole body weight dropping to the floor in an unsafe manner, basically. So how to break fall is really important. And as we said earlier, this is a 101 class, so we're gonna start practicing this in a lower position. So I'll have Steph sit on the floor for a bit, and then you can just follow us. So it's very simple. You can see that Steph is on a lower squat position, and then one thing that she can start doing is to tuck her chin in. And then the purpose of brick fall is to prevent you from hurting yourself, right? And we're trying to protect the head here. So just imagine yourself curl up like a ball, and then you can just round your spine, and then very simply and gently, you can just roll to the back. And then, as you can see, Steph is now closer to the floor, finishing her fall, but then her head is not touching the floor. So can I have Steph come back up here again? And then we can just do it one more time. Make sure that you tuck your chin in, round your spine, and then make sure that your abs is engaged, and then you just go down to the floor, just like that. And then one more time. I know that one thing that is very common is that, when I first started doing brick fall, I wanted to stretch my arm or use my elbow to support my body as I fall. But this is actually a big no-no because, it's, you may easily break your arm or break your wrist. So just make sure you don't do that, yeah? Okay, so now let's do it one more time. Tuck your chin in, round up your spine, and then you just roll backward. Perfect. Okay. But I, noted that some people actually have back pain, right?
Right.
So,
for those of you, this version would apply to you. For anyone, really. Practicing the break fall, sometimes it's better to start in an even lower position to where I'm sitting pretty comfortably on my hips and on my knees. Again, nothing fancy. You can use a little bit of imagination with this too. It's like, let's say someone's walking towards me and I want to go down. I want to tuck my chin in straight away to prevent myself from slamming my head down, right? So the only thing I want you to do now is, with this imagery, or maybe a real person, even better, you put your hands out nice and slow, you tuck your chin, walk, 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 and then drop.
Exactly.
Still protecting your head.
Definitely. As you can see, as Steph fall backward, her head actually doesn't touch the floor. It is her upper back that is supporting her whole body weight.
So again, we'll do it one last time.
One more time.
Yep.
And then
someone walking
so
towards you, walk, 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 drop.
Exactly.
Yeah? Either have your hands here
Mhm.
or hands here. Either way is fine. For now, we just think about protecting the head.
Definitely.
Great.
Do we want to do the first time in a faster motion so that everyone can see how it goes?
Yeah, sure.
So like the brick fall that we're showing today is falling backward. So it can happen when someone tries to shove you from the front and then you lose your balance, or simply your aggressor just have a really strong push.
Exactly.
So how it goes is that when someone is, you may have
Grab your partner for this.
exactly. So then you can actually do this, tuck the chin in, and then roll backward. So as you can see, chin in, round spine, and then engage abs. All right. So one more time and push. That's how you do it. Perfect. This is a perfect brick fall. Okay. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Chin in, roll back. Perfect. Okay. So that is brick fall. Excuse me. And then the other technique that we, in very early stage that we learned in BJJ is actually technical stand-up.
Right.
So technical stand-up.
I will demonstrate. Going
Exactly.
back down to the floor again.
Exactly. So
If you would like to take just a little bit of time to make sure your Lululemon mat
Mhm.
or normal yoga mat is perfectly comfy, go ahead and just turn it to the side
Mhm.
because you'll probably need a bit of space. Yeah.
Definitely. So technical stand-up is actually a technique in BJJ where it can help you to get up from the floor effectively and safely, because if you are seated or if you're at your back and your aggressor or opponent is actually standing, it actually puts you in a very bad situation, and that is something that we definitely don't want. So technical stand-up is going to help you get back on your feet while protecting your head and making sure that you're very well balanced. So how do you do that is that, as you can see, Steph is now sitting and then with her left leg up, and then so first thing you need to do is actually use your left hand to block so that the aggressor will have a distance between the aggressor and you, and then making sure that you're protecting your head. And then the other hand, you can just plant it on the floor to keep balance. And then while you're doing technical stand up, so you're gonna lean forward and then take a step back and then take another step back, and then you're gonna be up. And then as you can see, Steph is taking a few step back, and then it's gonna keep you away from your aggressor. And then we can do it again.
Would you like to stand in front of me?
Definitely, and then it can show you how it goes. So, again, you're in a bad situation, and your aggressor may come to you. You're already
Just
on
see
the
how
floor,
fast
and then.
It's like, girl, you get away from me. Alright.
So,
Okay.
how do you get up from this bad position to a better position is through technical stand up. So, as you can see, Steph has her hand blocking me so that I can't really get to her. So the other hand is planted on the floor for balance, and then now she's gonna lean forward and then backward, like that. Exactly. So shall we do it one more time?
Yeah.
But
Let's
fast.
do one more slow version,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll go super slow so you can follow us.
Yeah.
And then maybe take turns with your partner, go again, and then we'll do 2 fast ones.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
We're gonna review everything again at the end. So
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. All right, I got
Okay.
my hand up. Super slow. Take your hand, plant it down.
Mhm.
As soon as you can, lean forward really quickly.
Mhm.
Take your back foot, shoot it out,
Mhm.
and then step back.
Perfect.
Nice. All right, we'll go again. Coming down. Okay. Make sure you're seated nice and easy. Good. Have your friend or an image of someone coming towards you. Maybe a nice person, right? Maybe you're like, oh, okay. Have a hand blocking. Good.
Mhm.
Another hand planted. From here, lean forward a little bit so you have space to shoot that back leg. Your bum is going to be up. That's okay.
Mhm.
You take a step, walk back.
Perfect.
Great. Now we'll do 2 really fast ones.
Mhm.
I might add something a little fancy.
Okay.
Just a little bit fancy. It's like Wednesday after all.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm here. Okay. Bum,
Boom, boom, boom.
bum. And I could even take my leg out.
Definitely.
Yeah. Just like an extra way to create distance between you and a potential threat.
Definitely.
One last time. Alright,
Okay.
go ahead and switch if you haven't yet.
Mm-hmm.
So hand here, lean forward, shoot out, step forward, back, and then you can also use your foot.
Perfect. So this is it. This is like, technical stand-up and brick fall, which is the most basic move that we will learn when we first started BJJ. So if you just joined our live, welcome. This is Self-Defense 101 brought to you by Kara Smart Mirror. Hello, Hillary.
Hi, Jean.
Okay, and this is the live that is brought to you by Kara Smart Mirror and Lululemon. So,
That's right.
and just now we have already warmed up, and then we,
Talked
go
about
through some
breathing, we talked about stress responses, and again, the goal of 101 is in this 30 minutes, as short as it is, just to give you some ways to empower yourselves through a potentially threatening or just uncomfortable situation.
Definitely.
Great. So
Okay.
let's go back to like self-defense with a partner.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you watching alone, this is also really great. Go ahead and sit down, take notes, ask us later, practice with a friend.
Stay with Q&A.
Yeah. So the main thing of self-defense, again, it's not the warrior mentality. It's about getting my body out of a situation that I am uncomfortable with.
Definitely.
So it requires you to create distance between someone, as we just did with the break falls and the technical stand-up. And now we're learning how to disengage.
Definitely.
Right.
So if we put it in a real life situation, so people like sometimes they think that self-defense or getting into an uncomfortable situation can be something that they are they can't imagine.
Right.
But then it's actually very much close to
It's more
us in
common
real
than you
life.
think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Great.
Steph, have you ever been in a bar where someone just makes you feel uncomfortable, and then they started to invade your personal space by like one thing that is very common is that they would like grab your wrist, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, in an effort to like talk and hang out. I don't know where it comes from.
It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, totally. So I'd be here, like, just like minding my own business, talking to someone, and this
Exactly.
person just like grabs my hand.
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
Just like that.
why?
And then
Why?
it literally happened to most of my girlfriends.
Right.
And
right.
then this grab is actually, this grab is actually very important because sometimes it's very hard to break the grip. And then
She's also strong.
and then to put it in a more like dangerous context, like that person may try to pull you,
Right.
and then they may try to like get your distance really, really close, and
Right.
this is something that you definitely don't want.
Right. So let's talk about how to get out of this grip.
Exactly.
And again, in a non-confrontational way. So it doesn't involve me like punching or kicking a person or just creating a fight, right?
Definitely.
So Vriko calls this the orange peel technique.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
My sensei called it that.
That's great. That's great. It's
Yeah.
like easy to remember.
Yeah.
So here she's got my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of pulling away and again potentially risking an injury or just making a scene, a way to gracefully exit this is to take your other hand, thumb in this way, peel, and then pull. Easy, simple, really non-confrontational.
Yeah.
Let's do it one more time.
So someone's grabbing your wrist and you can't seem to pull it because pulling is not the way. So now you just use orange peel, created a space here so that you can just slice your wrist out, just like that. Maybe we get closer to the camera so everyone can see. Okay, right here, so now we're actually in partner drill section where we're showing you how to break the grip. So here is very easy. So now I have my hand here, and then Steph is trying to pull, but then, as we all know, pulling may cause injuries, or, you just can't seem to get it out. So one way to do it is to use orange peel off the thumb, create a space, and then just slice your wrist out. So we're gonna do it one more time, faster, peel, and out. One more time, peel, and out.
This also has the benefit of disengaging, right? But creating distance.
Definitely.
Saying like, yo, don't want to talk to you. And it's simple. And I can walk away to my car somewhere.
I like, one thing that I like about this grip, like this orange peel, is that, like we said earlier, it's a graceful way to disengage without causing a scene.
But what if someone just like grabs you and like reinforces that grip?
like this happens all the time, but you know, as this happens, something is actually like you can see that the situation is actually escalating. So you want to basically remove yourself from this situation. So here, the hand that your aggressor is grabbing your elbow with, this one is actually not too strong. So one thing you can do simply is to just push to the floor. It's gonna be gone. And then the other hand, maybe your aggressor is like really strong and you can't seem to like use orange peel or you can't seem to pull it out. So easily what you can do, just imagine drawing a half circle to like backward. Just go and then grab your aggressor wrist. As you do that, you step, and then go. As easy as that.
Let's do it 2 more times.
Okay, this time I'm gonna do it a little slower, and then I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so like push, and then the other hand, just imagine swinging backward, drawing a half circle, grab your aggressor wrist so that we maintain distance, and then just step, and go. Perfect.
1 more time.
Mm-hmm.
So, person coming closer to you.
Mm-hmm. And then just push, and then swing, grab to maintain distance, backward, disengage.
Awesome.
Shall I do it once to you?
Sure.
And then we can see it here.
Okay, awesome.
And
so
then
she's
here,
grabbing mine.
Should we stand a little closer to the camera so people can see it?
Okay, awesome. So
Okay.
I'm going to go here, push, and I'm going to circle
Oh.
and move away.
Oh,
But
yes.
I will be moving towards you.
Yeah.
So
My bad.
that's okay. That works too.
Yes.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, here's the thing. Like, let's go back to the bar situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, either I'm talking to someone, and this person, like, just, you know, is trying to get my attention, like, really close to my space.
Exactly. And then they started
it's-
to like
It's just
have their hand on your shoulder, and you know, it's just this is something that is actually very commonly seen, and then invading your
Right.
personal space.
Right. So, what I would do in this situation is that I would actually work on, again, the orange peel,
Mhm.
getting rid of the hand 1st,
Mhm.
right? So, again, you want to disengage, get rid of the hand,
Mhm.
right? And you can slip down and then out.
Perfect.
Going back to our very simple warm-up where we were learning how to like change levels,
Mhm.
going down and going up,
Exactly.
this is a great one.
This is a combination of like peeling off the hand and also changing level to get yourself removed from an uncomfortable situation.
Right. Too close, don't want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to make a scene.
Mm-hmm.
Take my orange peel very firmly, get the
Mhm.
hand out, slip down, go away, and go back to my
Disengage.
meal, my friends.
Definitely.
Yeah. Great.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna do it in a faster way so that people see
Sure.
how it is.
Awesome.
So you see
So-
someone, you're at a bar, you're having a good time, but someone tried to like stand really close to you, and then they started invading your personal space like this. So here,
Orange peel, slide, and then move away.
disengage. Perfect.
Great.
Okay.
So,
But grabbing from like sometimes, you know, this is a very common, you know, thing that you would happen, but then in, you know,
that's right. There's another more
Exactly.
common one where someone's
Exactly.
actually behind you,
Exactly.
and that's actually probably the most common thing I get asked. Like, what
Mm.
do I do if someone grabs me from behind?
like this.
Right. Well, first of all, there are a lot of ways to do this, and frankly, you would need more practice than this.
Mhm.
Notice my voice already getting really. Ugh. Yeah, this is not good, right?
Mhm.
So the first thing you want to do is, again, not yell, not kick, not try to like do all these fancy techniques.
Mhm.
No, go back to the orange peel. Pull, yeah. Try to create distance from the person's hand so you get some breathing space. Yeah, and then slip down and out.
Exactly. It is actually the same technique where you make good use of the orange peel that we just show you, and then changing level, stepping backward, and then you can just remove yourself from a dangerous situation like this. Perfect.
Shall we show it from this side?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So
This way? This way okay?
Which
This way?
hand would you like? Yes. Okay. Great.
This
Awesome.
way?
Great.
Okay.
So here, someone's joking
Mm-mm.
me. This sucks. Do not kick. Do not try to fight. That usually doesn't work, and
Mhm.
it takes way too much energy. Right?
Mhm.
Really easy. Hands, slip under, peel, slip, quickly move away.
And this time I'm gonna like try to stand even closer, like this.
So again, making it really difficult for me. Try to peel. Maybe you might even need to pull a couple of times. Yeah. So pull. Get as much space as you can. Bend your knees, slide, and then come out.
Perfect. Yeah.
Great. I think we're good.
Yeah, but I think, you know, for those of you who just joined the Self-Defense 101 live class, don't worry, you didn't miss out too much because we're going to go through everything that we taught today. Now.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So breathing, neutral stance, fight stance, and then the solo drills. Break falling, I will demonstrate. Yeah.
So let's put it in a more like, you know, like live situation where, like real life situation where you get encountered with someone and someone is trying to push you or shove you, and then they're really strong. But so this is where break-fall comes in, where you want to protect your head, and then you want to make sure you land on the ground in a safe manner. So it's just like this. So like this is a perfect demonstration, but what Steph did here is actually tuck her chin in, round up her spine, engage, and then instead of landing on her head, she's landing, you know, at the upper back. So let's do it again one more time. So push and bang. One more time. Push. So after all, this is a 101 class, so you know we actually encourage you to start from a lower position. So here we'll show it one more time. Push, and then land on your upper back. Perfect. Great. So now that Steph is on the ground, we're going to show you how to do technical stand-up. So technical stand-up is a technique that can get you from, you know, sitting or on your back to standing up safely and effectively. So hand in the front to block your aggressor from like getting too close to you or, you know, attack your head. And then the other hand is on the floor for balance. And then what you do is that you lean a little forward and then backward again. Step to create distance. Perfect. So we'll do it one more time. Technical stand up. Push. Perfect.
I have this habit of like looking behind, but really you should always be looking at the person.
Towards.
Yeah, just gauging their reaction.
Perfect.
All right. One last time.
Push. Perfect.
Good.
Okay, and now we're gonna show you how to work the grip.
Orange peel, hand, peel, create that distance, slip away.
Perfect. Shall we stand a little closer? Okay, so here. Perfect.
Great.
Okay. So if it escalated, you know, they grab you and then they also grab your elbow. What you do is that you push this elbow hand to the floor because it's not too, you know, stable. It's not going to be too hard to push. So just push. This one is like so hard to take out. Orange peel doesn't seem to work. So what you do is that you swing backward, grab your aggressor wrist, distance yourself from the aggressor, and then just disappear from the back.
One more time.
So here you push and then you swing backward, grab the wrist, and then disengage, just like that. Okay.
All right. Our final one, I think we'll just demonstrate the most threatening situation. Again, the situation doesn't have to be escalated for it to make you want to get out. If you feel a little bit uncomfortable about someone invading your personal space, and we can talk about this in the Q&A, you should leave. Yeah. So we're just gonna show the most threatening one from the side. So I'm here, I'm getting choked, right? Peel, yeah, try and get as much space as possible between your chin and the arm, slip, and then move away.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, one last time here.
Here, peel, drop, slip, and then move away.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay.
I think we're good. We're good. I see there's
so many
questions.
questions.
I know, that's exciting. Oof.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so now Q&A. Okay, first question. Okay, let me move here.
We're such noobs at filming, but I really love this. This is great. Thank
Hi,
you.
everyone. Thank you so much for asking us all these questions.
Yeah.
And before we go into the questions, thank you for joining us tonight. This live stream is brought to you by Kara Smart Mirror and Lululemon. Everything that we're wearing right now is from Lululemon. And Kara Smart Mirror is like a super cool thing that you can put at home where you can do some home workout. So be sure to follow both of them on Facebook, on YouTube, on all the social media. So now we're gonna get into some Q&A.
Great, awesome. So I'm gonna tackle the first question.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I learn more? Well, where do you live, right? Like, for me, self-defense is a consistent practice. So I'm not gonna tell you to go to my gym if it's like 45 minutes away. You're not gonna go, you're gonna go like once a week.
Definitely.
My recommendation is to pick a gym that's pretty close to you, that has one of these three things. Jiu-jitsu is great, Brazilian Jiu-jitsu.
That's what we love.
That's what we love.
Preached.
Muay Thai is great.
Yes.
Kicking, punching, if that's your thing, that's also great.
Mm-hmm.
And I would actually recommend wrestling. However, there are very few wrestling gyms here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my thing. Where can I learn more? Well, pick a gym that's pretty close to you that has one of these three things. MMA is kind of like really sexy right now. However, it can be really tough for a beginner to assimilate into classes. So I do recommend Jiu-Jitsu or Muay Thai. They're usually a bit more accessible, and you can always go into MMA after. Pick a gym that's close to you, somewhere where you can go to class at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Definitely.
Honestly, for a beginner, like...
Yeah, that's actually how I started. I started a gym that is in my district. They got Muay Thai. That's how I started. And then after Muay Thai for 2 years, I feel like I'm hungry for more. And then that's how I got into Jiu-Jitsu. And that's how I met you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
more questions. Let me
Yes.
see. Okay, so do you teach in any gym? She does.
I do. I run my own gym. It's called Tribe. I think a lot of you are actually watching this right now. Great.
Hi, people.
Yeah, so it's a TRYBEHK. And we're actually moving locations. So you should definitely look us up on the website. Great.
Yeah, love Tribe. Okay, last question. Let me see. Will there be more live class coming? Yes, definitely. So
Yeah.
you can follow Kara Smart Fitness on Facebook and YouTube. They are gonna have live class coming for the next 7 weeks actually.
Yes.
So they're doing it a total of 10 weeks with Lululemon, and after us there will be 7 more class, I think.
Yes. Tribe, my gym, is also participating in a live stream with you guys. We're focusing on more niche topics like mobility and hips and shoulders, and even maybe some beginner handstands if you guys want. That's actually going to be a lunch session for those of you who are working from home. We got your back.
Awesome. I'll definitely attend.
Thank you. Thank you. And in terms of self-defense, I actually want to focus more on children, specifically teenage girls. Having had the experience of also being assaulted when I was much younger, I think just having a little bit of knowledge on what to do and how to stay calm, on how to breathe really well, I think that really helps.
Definitely. And I think Steph and I can both agree that self-defense is very empowering, and this is the message that we want to bring to you through this live stream today. And thank you so much for joining us. I hope that we'll get to see some of the okay more question. Okay, so last question. Is self-defense too tough for girls? You got 2 girls here. I think that coming from because I don't teach at any gym, but I run skincare company in Hawaii called Herb Soil, and I work with lots of women customers, like female customers from different age, and they always come to me when they see me playing BJJ. They always practicing. They always come to me and ask is it gonna be too difficult? How am I supposed to get into it? What if I don't have any martial arts background? But as we said in the beginning, this is something that you can, basically start from zero. We all both start from zero. If you have it hard to learn, and jiu-jitsu is a good way for you to get into self-defense.
I agree. Women we are tougher than we look.
Definitely, 100%.
And we need to be tough. no one's going to take care of you if you don't know how to take care of yourself.
Definitely. Self-care all the way. And this is exactly what we did here today to hopefully empower more women to get into self-defense. And, again, self-defense is never about, picking a fight, but it's about protecting yourself and, setting your boundaries and making sure that, you can remove yourself from any uncomfortable situation. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you guys soon.
And thank you so much to the Kara team. We really appreciate you doing this.
Thank you so much. All right, bye.